G'day guys, welcome to my Nrl feature video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about Nrl's Round 25 predictions for 2024 guys. Let's get started. So guys, starting off with this first game of this match, we see the West Tigers going up against the Manly Seagulls. Now this game will be another great game, but the West Tigers at Leichhardt Oval, sometimes they can play good, sometimes they can play not well. I just think Manly will be all over him. Manly have been really good lately, like basically in their home stadium when they play like certain teams. I just think that this game will be 13 plus, easy match for this one. I could say that, like with Jason Saab in there, you've got Tom Trbojevic, Cherry Evans, like you name it, like going up against like Lachlan Galvin, Abby Coruscant, no Jerome Buller, so Heath Mason in that number one position for the team. He looks to, like the size of him, he's a little bloke, which he is, I think, 20 years old, something like that. So he's the size of Jai Gray anyway, so look at like, so yeah, that's really interesting for the team. But anyway, 13 plus will definitely happen. I guarantee that Manly will be not losing. I just think Manly will be all over him. You've got Tom Trbojevic, as I did mention. I reckon he will score a try. Jason Saab, I reckon he will score 2. Tommy Talau will be there. Who else? Luke Brooks, for example, I reckon he will score. And you name it. Like, I just think this game will be a high-scoring match, and I'm going to go with the Manly Seagulls in this game by 13 plus, by a big margin of 28 points in this game to defeat the West Tigers in this match. The next game of this match, we see the Warriors going up against the Bulldogs. Now, indeed, the Bulldogs will be playing a really interesting game. I haven't really seen Bulldogs play like in New Zealand territory, so I just think that the Bulldogs will do really well in this game, and the Warriors, I reckon they'll be too good with Shaun Johnson in there. I could say that he will play really interesting game footy, and like since he will be retiring this year, I reckon that it will be all over Shaun Johnson in the playing game, because remarkable career of Shaun Johnson, he's been absolutely really good for the team, being all over his team, and yeah, I just think he is a really good player for the club and for the team. So this game will be a great game. The Bulldogs, for example, Josh Adokar was absolutely remarkable for the team, scoring a try, but almost scoring a try, but Hammer ran down him in a try-saving tackle. So this game will be a very interesting one, because obviously you've got Josh Adokar going up against Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak is a really good player. I just think that he will score a try in that game. For one thing, he is a remarkable player for the team. And obviously you've got Marcelo Montoya that hasn't played footy in a while, so I reckon he'll score a try in that game too. So in this game, I am going to go with the Warriors by 1 to 12, by 12 points in this game to defeat the Bulldogs in this match. The next game of this match, we see the Broncos going up against my Parramatta Eels. Now this game will be an interesting one. I think that in this match, I just don't think that we'll be winning this game, even though Reece Walsh is out due to a broken hand, and so Tristan Saylor will be fulfilling in his role into the fullback side for the team. And I guarantee that we won't win. Up in Brisbane territory, we don't have a good record against them. Playing in Suncorp Stadium, we always lose. We cannot play football. We cannot play football in the right state of mind. I just don't think that it's going to be one hell of a battle. I just think that will get smashed easily. And I think that the Broncos will be all over us, especially like with Dean Mariner on that side for the team. He's a really good player. So is Tristan Saylor. You obviously got Adam Reynolds in there. I just think that they'll be all over us, and we're not going to be a good team because I give up for this side, and I just give up because we can't play football at all, and we're struggling so bad to the point where we're just tearing each other apart. But so in this match, I think that's going to be a low score line, and I could say this: 20 points to 12. I'm going to go with the Broncos in this one, by 13 plus in this game, by 20 points in this match to defeat Paramount Eels in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Raiders going up against the Panthers. Now, this game will be another great game. This game will be another huge match. The Raiders, I just think that they'll play a really interesting game. But with Panthers, it's going to be 1-12 match. And I guarantee that it won't be an interesting game, but the Panthers, they always have a good match with Jerome Lawai in there, but no Nathan Cleary. He'll be out for the season, and he'll be playing next year. So you got Brad Snyder at number 6 and Jerome Lawai at number 7. So it's going to be an interesting game for this side, and with basically Ethan Strange in there. No, Ethan Strange won't be in there. I'm not sure who will be doing number 6. So it's going to be one hell of an interesting match to see that determined if the Raiders can play a really good game. But usually when Panthers play away, they play alright. They play really good. And yeah, I just think that Panthers will outsmart the Raiders in this game. So in this match, I'm going to go with the Penrith Panthers by 1-12 by 10 points in this game to defeat the Raiders in this match. And I think that, yeah, the Raiders will be losing this match anyway. The next game of this match, we see the Storm going up against the Dolphins. Now, in this game, these two sides will be pretty much 1-12 game, definitely for sure. Hammer going up against Ryan Pappenhausen, so it's going to be one hell of an interesting match, and look to determine that it's going to be really hard to see that it's just one ordinary game. So in this game, I don't think that it's going to be one hell of an interesting match, but with Ryan Pappenhausen in there going up against like the Hammer, the Hammer played absolutely really good last week, running down Josh Adokar. But with the Melbourne Storm, since they are going up against like Dolphins, since the Melbourne Storm played up against Dolphins in Dolphins territory, I just don't think that the Dolphins will win it in this game. It's going to be a tight match, and the Hammer will score one try in that game, Ryan Poppenhausen will score 1 try in that game. It will be a fullback, both ends scoring 1 try each for any time try scorer, and since Xavier Coates is still not there, you've got Grant Anderson. Grant Anderson has been playing absolutely really remarkable game. I reckon he will score a try also too, because he is a man to watch for the team and for the club. So in this match, I am going to go with the Melbourne Storm by 1-12 by 10 points in this game, and I just think the Dolphins won't be too good in this match. The next game of this match, we see the Rabbitohs going up against the Knights. Now, in this game, the Rabbitohs, I think that they're going to be really hard to beat in their stadium, but with obviously their side being interesting for a couple of times, I cannot think any other side that can obviously beat them, but it's just these two sides, like for the Newcastle Knights and for the Rabbitohs, with no Cody Walker on that side. I'm not too sure who's going to be replacing him, but I don't think Cody Walker is not playing in that game due to a concussion. Basically, when he was about to score a try, I think he had a head knock, so someone kneed him in the face. So yeah, it's just going to be one hell of an interesting game for the Rabbitohs to beat the Newcastle Knights. So I reckon that for the try scorers, I could say Fletcher Myers will score a try, so will Jai Gray, but for the Newcastle Knights, I think Fletcher Sharp will score a try, so will Greg Marju in that game. So that's 4 try scorers I think that will score a try in that game. So I do believe that the Rabbitohs will win, because it's not going to be an interesting game. It's going to be boring, and I think that the Knights will win. So in this game, I'm going to go with the Newcastle Knights by 1-12 by 10 points in this game to defeat the Rabbitohs in this match. The next game of this match, we see the Titans going up against the Roosters. Now, this game will be another huge, interesting match for Kieran Foran's 301 game. I do believe that it will be an interesting game, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough to see that the Roosters play really well, and I do recommend that the Titans winning. The Titans played really well last week against Dragons, but in their stadium, sometimes they can play well, sometimes they can play horrible. But for the Roosters, last week they absolutely flogged us, the Parramatta Eels last week, and I reckon that for the try scorers in this game will be one interesting one. I think that James Tedesco will score a try, so will Dominic Young and Alefion Khan-Pereira and Brian Kelly, and plus Jojo Fafita. I reckon he will score a try in that game also too. So in this match, I am going to go with the Gold Coast Titans by 1-12 by 10 points in this game, and I just don't think that the Roosters will win, and the Titans will be all over the Roosters in their stadium. So yeah, by 10 points, 1-12, Titans will win against the Roosters in that match. And finally, the next game of this match, we see the Dragons going up against the Sharks. Now, this game will be another great game. The Dragons will want to determine that this game will be a huge match. The Sharks are a really good team. Like when they play with Ronaldo Mortale plus Yoni Katoa in there, I do believe that it will be one hell of an interesting game, and I don't think that it's going to be like 1-12. I could see Sharks winning by 13 plus. I could see it happening. The Dragons, they struggle against different certain teams that they can't play footy a lot, and I just don't recommend that the Dragons won't win. But when they play, they play. And certain teams like that, it's going to be one hell of an interesting game, and I could say that it's going to be a huge match, but it's going to look to determine that the Dragons can play well, but it's going to be tight. With Sione Katoa in there going up against Zach Lomax, and then Ronaldo Mortale going up against Christian Tuipulotu, I think that the Sharks will be all over the Dragons. So in this game, I'm going to go with the Sharks by 13 plus, by 28 points in this game to defeat the Dragons in this match. Anyway guys, that's all from me. Make sure you do like and subscribe guys, and I'll see you guys later. Take care and have a good one.